Happy Friday. Today I want to talk about travel advisors and what kind of value we can bring to your next trip. So, first of all, I work for a company and they kind of handle our back office stuff. But with that, they provide a lot of education and then a lot of support as far as people who live all over the world that we can get information from. It's like a network. And obviously I haven't been everywhere in the world, right? I wish I had, but I haven't. So if someone asks me to book a trip to a place I haven't been, it's not unheard of to do that, right? It's research, it's collaborating with my partners, other pro advisors, and getting the information that they need. And so it is possible to do that. It just takes time, right? We also have a lot of perks we can add, especially on our preferred properties. We have tons of preferred properties all over the world. They offer perks such as early check-in, late checkouts, upgrades, subject to availability, of course, free drinks upon arrival, a free bottle of wine, maybe some spa credits, some restaurant credits. Like every place is different with the things that they offer. Sometimes it's free breakfast, it just depends on where you book. We can also have access to price alert drops, which means if we have you booked at one of our properties and the price goes down, we get an email, we can rebook you, and you got a savings on that. So lots of things that we can provide for the clients. It's just VIPing them. So we are working directly with the property, directly with the tour operators, directly with the rental cars. We're working directly with them to speak on your behalf. So you don't have to do it. You don't have to worry about where can I get a rental car in Provence, France, right? So lots of benefits there. As far as the cost involved, there are online travel agencies such as TripAdvisor, Booking.com, Expedia, Kayak, where you can go on and book things for yourself. You are paying a commission because the property is advertising on that site, and they are paying that site the commission that the travel advisor would make for booking that directly for you. So no differences in prices most of the time. Now, as far as tours and activities, there is never any difference in prices. The price that we get is the same thing if you go on like Viator or Get Your Guide and book a tour or an activity. Same price that we're going to get, but you have us on the ground. I had some clients recently in Charleston. They had to change a time on one of their tours and they got directly through me. I was able to get to the client to make sure that was okay. So there is a lot of benefit to having somebody else handle the back and forth while you are on vacation. Lately, I have been having some requests to do some research for trips, and then people just change their mind or they don't want to book. And so what I have implemented, and this is just me personally, all travel advisors are different, but I do a consultation call initially, usually about 30 minutes, to kind of get what you're going for, what kind of vibe you're looking for, what things you have to see, what things you don't really like, what things are maybes if we have time. Like, I like to see what your main goals are for the trip. Then you decide if you want to work with me, and I decide if I want to work with you. Like, it's a relationship, so it has to be someone that you feel comfortable with and that you're okay trusting them with this trip, right? So after the consultation call, that is when I begin research. I will also get your budget at that time. So what we do is, I have started doing this recently. I have started charging a planning fee, and the planning fee is paid before I start doing research or giving you hotel recommendations or, anything besides listening to what you're wanting for this trip. Once I start the research process, the planning fee is paid. If you book your trip through me, you get your planning fee back. A lot of people do not do that. They charge a planning fee regardless. This is more of a hobby for me. My main goals are to have my commissionable bookings in an area where I can stay a pro advisor and get the perks such as free trips and things like that. So this is a job. I mean, I'm a hospice nurse. That's my job. This is part-time for me, and I do it so that I can travel. So I would like to stay in that pro category. And so that's what's important to me, not necessarily the commission. So if you do book your trip through me after I research it and you're happy with it and book it with me, I will return that planning fee. And the only thing I ask is if you had a great time and you enjoyed working with me, to give me a good review on my website. So that's the only thing that I have changed, is the planning fees. And so I know you may have seen me advertise before that I don't charge planning fees. Now, for cruises and just hotel bookings, I will not charge a planning fee because those are very simple. But if you're going to multiple countries or even one country, different locations, you need trains, planes, automobiles, tours, restaurants, that is going to be a planning fee involved. But again, if you book the trip through me, you will get it back, no problem. And that's basically it in a nutshell. So if you have any questions, please drop them down below. I would love to get a conversation started. If you would like to know anything else about travel advising, I will be happy to answer them. And I hope everybody has a great Friday.